I wish that you would listen. They hate me. Oh, they hate me. I can't be them, so I'ma do me. Seems like it's a simple enough philosophy. You'd be surprised trying to break into this industry. You're better off getting a job and dying miserably. So many lies that the truth is really hard to see. I close my eyes and search my heart for what looks right to me. Feels like I'm sinking into a world that's trying to swallow me. I'm treading water, but the undertow is hard on me. Questioning myself like, is this really right for me? Can I make it to the top where everyone can see? Hard to tell and it's even getting harder to breathe. Pressure building and I need to find me a release. They hate me cause I'm different, won't shy away from the issue. I won't push the agenda of selling the pimping women. I wanna destroy the system that tells you to go to prison. I'm not what you into, I wish that you could listen. They hate me cause I'm different, won't shy away from the issue. I won't push the agenda of selling the pimping women. I wanna destroy the system that tells you to go to prison. I'm not what you into, I wish that you would listen. They hate me. I don't know why they hate me. Laughing like it's funny, but it's every day. It's so pathetic, got these babies out here scared to play. And all I hear is gang, gang, and fuck off. But these the same cats that won't bust at the cops. And when they mad like they low-key trying to stick his broad, either that or you snitching to get up out your charge. Used to know on the having little imbeciles, creating babies and running off with some other broad. These situationships got us all fucking lost. I'm watching women turn to women trying to pass their hearts. They wanna tell me chill out, cause I think too much. But in my mind I know that's exactly what they scared of. I will be too if you only knew what I was thinking of. Beat the system into submission and free your mind, bruh. But you won't listen. It's above your comprehension. And when I'm finished, you can go on file 13 and forget it. Let's go. Let's go. They hate me cause I'm different, won't shy away from the issue. I won't push the agenda of selling the pimping women. I wanna destroy the system that tells you to go to prison. I'm not what you into, I wish that you would listen. They hate me cause I'm different, won't shy away from the issue. I won't push the agenda of selling the pimping women. I wanna destroy the system that tells you to go to prison. I'm not what you into, I wish that you would listen. They hate me. I don't know why they hate me. Oh, they hate me. I'm not what you into. I wish that you would listen. They hate me.
And blessings, family. How are you? For me, I'm okay. Um, things have begun to feel a little heavy on my end because now I have a lot more responsibility to take care of. And while thinking about my responsibilities as a man, and especially as a black man, I see events occurring um, that seem like history is repeating itself, and history is giving us a warning. And if you haven't took a look at the title yet, the title is Black African Americans Need and Should Move to the Motherland, Africa. You know, as I'm speaking to you, I'm also looking at the heat map of stocks um, from the stock market. And I see this fluctuating up and down this stock market is not like last year's stock market or the year before or the year before that. Totally different. You know what I mean? And I know many of y'all wondering, why should we even think about moving to Africa, even though all our lives we have known to be Americans, and how Black Americans built this country with their blood, sweat, and tears. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we should move. A very unprecedented thing happened a few days ago. I forgot where it was, but a Black man shot a cop, a police officer, and killed him. I'm not going to use the words that everybody else is unalived. I mean, just say this police officer, just say it. The police officer killed a Black child. Okay. Tired of these code words that we use on social media so often, to the point we're afraid to speak truth. Okay. Let's getting to that point now. A police officer killed a Black child. And that Black child's father turned around and killed a police officer. And he was white. Okay? There's something unprecedentedly going on here in America. 47 has written an executive order to militarily put police officers in order. Basically putting them in power. Whatever choice they make is their choice, and I bet you they will get away with it. There, as much as I want to tell Black folks, stay at home, mind your business, don't give your energy to this administration as a token of not giving energy basically to the devil. Okay. And it hurts me to say, yes, I think it's time to rise up. But rising up in the place of anger at this moment is only going to cite martial law. Okay, I got to make that clear. Rising up against these prejudiced corporations, rising up against these police officers. I don't truly believe that is the answer, because I'm going to be honest, whether you're religious or not, I understand that if you did go to church or read the Bible, and you read the Old Testament, a lot of people believe eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Okay. What am I saying? Let's say, let's say this. If you kill one of mine, and I'm a black man, I should rise up and kill one of yours. That's basically what the Bible is really saying. Okay. There's a lot going on right now in the United States. Like I was told at my store that I work at a gas station, in 2 weeks, cigarettes are gonna go up $2. And I just got word during this weekend that they say within the next month we're gonna totally see a difference in um our pockets when we go to the grocery store. Now in some areas the groceries aisle is empty. Okay. And I'm thinking it is the West Coast. But it hurts me to say that yes, and it shouldn't hurt me because yeah, I've lived here all my life. I've lived in America all my life. I am an American citizen. And I need black people to understand one thing. And I know a lot of people are looking at the flag behind me. That's the flag of Burkina Faso in Africa. What a tremendous leader that they have right now. He he just had his birthday. He is 36 years old and he's leading his country. And he truly believes in not being a coward, you know. You know, a lot of black people here in America, they're so used to being in America and doing the things that they do here in America. We're so separatized. What I mean by that, we're separate in certain corners of the country. We're separated in certain corners of the cities. We're separated. And I know probably a black American that is probably listening to this asking the question, why should I move to Africa? Well, we have the same struggle by the same colonizer, right? The colonizer basically is saying that black people are totally worthless on this planet and that the only ones that should survive are the white millionaires, billionaires, and trillionaires. What's funny is that they all know a truth that we are just now realizing. At any time black folks arise to the occasion, it is their threat. You know, my brother used to tell me a lot, you know, that white folks ain't nothing. And I used to tell him not all white folks. They're not all white folks ain't the same. They can be. They all don't have hate in the heart for black folks. There are white family uh, there are white counterparts out here each and every day that truly love black people for their heart, for their love. for their companionship. And I'm even talking about those that are in mixed marriages. Okay. White man marry a black woman, or a white woman marrying a black man. You know, long time, for a very long time, a lot of people have said races shouldn't mix. Understandable to a certain degree. Why is it important for us as black people now to think about alternatives um, to our living? Why is it now important? Because I can't see us sitting down much longer in America without fighting. And I'm not saying be a coward and run to Africa. What I'm saying is, I truly believe it's time for the migration of all black people to go back to the motherland. It's in my heart heavy. Okay. It's been that way since I've been learning what's going on in Africa. Like, I can't sleep without God making me look at certain things when it comes to Africa. How beautiful Africa is. Never been there, but it's beautiful. It's not like the old stories of old where um, you have commercials and you see Africa in Desiree and flies in children's face, and you know certain uh, Africans are malnutrition. They don't have nourishment of their bodies. They can't eat. You know what I'm saying? It's totally different now. We get the news of Africa through many outlets, showing us the good side of Africa. Because it's said that Africa don't know how to uh, govern themselves, and that we need America or France or any other country to help us develop as a people. And what I've learned about America, what I've learned about France in these last 3 weeks, is that these people, these groups of people, the governments of these people, they don't like black folks, but don't even realize that the people that vote them into office, part of it is us black folks. Whether or not you, as a black person, voted for Donald Trump or not, those of you that have voted for uh, Matt Macron of France, I don't I don't truly believe that you voted for him or voted for them in the space of their color. I don't. I think you voted for them thinking that things were going to change much better than before, because certain leaders before Matt Macron and President 47 um, don't seem to be on the side of black folks at all. They're not. But I do believe black folks have a common ground in thinking. It is really hard for me to say, but there are many black folks that have a hatred a deep rooted hatred. Not all of us, but there is a certain percentage of us that have a hatred. And we're not, as black folks, we don't really hate nobody. We show more love than anything. But the thing is, I truly believe it's time to leave. We're not getting treated any better than our brothers and sisters in Africa. And even though a lot of the African heads of state are still taking in money from the colonizers instead of standing up and refusing. See, let me say this. We have leaders in America right now, black leaders right now in America that are in position that haven't did one thing for the black community. Not one. I don't care how much you want to argue that. Not one has stepped in our communities and said, we gonna fix it. Okay? I don't trust our black leaders. Why? They work right alongside with the colonizer. And I have to say it that way because it's the truth. People say, well, the NAACP, they help people. No, they don't. When's the last time they've been in your community? That's what I thought. When has the Black Caucus actually stepped in any community in the United States and did a food drive? That's what I thought. When's the last time you even shook the hand of a black politician? Exactly. They had those same black people in Africa. They call them the heads of states. And these black heads of state have been taking money from America, from France, and guess what? Demonizing their own people. Does that ring a bell? Matter of fact, let's even be more real. When was the last time you seen a black celebrity do anything in a community that was black? I'll give you a minute. And when I talk about celebrity, I'm talking about from basketball, football, uh, soccer, hockey, whatever, golf, baseball, senator, congressman. Yeah. When's the last time you ever seen them come into the black community and said, we're going to fix this today, starting today? No, not one. Now I'm beginning to totally believe how much of a threat we are as black people because they know something's coming and we're ignorant. And the biggest thing is, yes, as much education we have, gotten. Our associates, our masters, our bachelor degrees ain't cured the black cure. For real. I don't care how much money you got. What are you doing for black people? Your people. You know, when black people get into them high ranks with money, they are actually told not to go back to your community and help them. And then in a sense, it's kind of true because we have jealous black people. Yeah, we do. We're jealous of each other when deep down each and every last one of us can get off our ass and go get some money and learn how to build. But because we allowed these colonizers or these heads of countries to overpower us and tell us who they think we are, we just stand put. We sit and cry about what we don't have. Don't think for a second Africa is begging. They've been begging for years, but they've been disrespected for years, just like us. We are the superpower that they don't want. They say America is the number one superpower, China is number two, Russia is number three, and we don't know who's number four and number five. But let me tell you something. If every black man, every black woman, and every black child just said to themselves, let's move to Africa. Let me tell you something. America, the European Union, and many other countries would move to Africa, and we would sit in Africa and watch those countries suffer heavily. Why? Because without black folks, you have nothing. Without black folks, you won't have Nike. Without black folks, you won't have Puma. Without black folks, you won't have Tesla. Without black folks, you won't have Apple. Without black folks, you won't have Microsoft or Google or Oracle or Netflix or any of these companies. You wouldn't have them. Why? Because I bet your bottom dollar, your companies wouldn't run right. Your stores wouldn't run right. Number one store in America right now is Walmart. You know how many employees they employ? And majority of them are black. But the thing is about Walmart, they run their employees just like a temp agency. They give you 90 days and they decide if they want to keep you or not. Overworked and underpaid. Uncle Deuce, why should we go back to Africa, really? Number one, we would be safe, much safer than America. Number two, number two is easy. We would be loved beyond love. But then again, there is a thing about us being American, our attitude's too cocky. I mean that we can we can get that. We get that. But our cockiness could work if we was in Africa, because we would know exactly what to do. We would know how to band together as one nation against every other nation. Why? Because ask yourself, how much are we welcomed here in the United States? From every job, from every vocation, university. Like they don't want to see black doctors for real. They don't want to see black bankers for real. They don't know. They don't know. They don't. Do you think these people really care that you have an associate's degree, a master's degree, an MBA, hmm? A doctorate? Do you really think America is happy that you got your credentials? No, not at all. And especially 45. I mean 47. He don't care either. Now, mind you, and I'll say this again, not every white person is the same. There are white people in this country that would take their side and make it more powerful in the face of adversity and tell uh, authorities, hey, you got to stop because they ain't do nothing. There's white folks that really love us, care about us, okay? Love our cooking, love our cookouts, love hanging out with us. of time, I think it's really time for us to just make the decision. What this administration really wants is black folks to crash out. I hate using that term. I do. This administration wants us to crash out. And what I mean by crash out, in a sense, they want us in an uproar right now. Truly want us up in an uproar right now. And it's not looking pretty because they don't know what they're really up against. They don't. But they are up against when it comes to black folk on what we're capable of. I'm not talking about with the guns. I'm not talking about uh fights. I'm talking about the true power that is deep inside of us that could eradicate everything. That means the power of God. They've been trying to erase that. It's still recording, but this is beautiful. Amen. Okay. But anyway, I I grieve now because it seems like every day a black person either is coming up missing or coming up missing and showing up dead, or someone is being killed on spot. For what reason? For what for what reason? Is it a good enough reason to justify that an officer can fire at will? And I hope black officers hear and see this, because why are you a part of a force that don't like you anyway? Oh, it's a job. It's a job. Now, I'm not saying that you ain't doing your job, but why are you a part of them? Why? If you know this is what's going on in your with your people, why are you still aligning yourself with a group of people that had to just take orders? They go, I was just doing what I was told. I was only doing what I was trained. These shows, the indifference, and black officers to say, well, it's my job. What? It's your job to kill people? It's it's your job to just let that shit happen? It's your job? All because of this fucking paycheck? Oh, it's a career. It's a paycheck, motherfucker. Not only that, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said, if the thousands of black officers and military that we have if we was to tell them to come out of those armed forces, oh, let me tell you something. We would have more than the army. But let me tell you this. Not all black folks are going to receive this. Not all black folks is ready to go back home. No, what it's going to remind me of is how Israel told Moses it was better for us to stay in Egypt than to be out here in the wilderness. Some mindset. We preach Africa. We preach uh, black excellence. We preach blackness. We preach blackness. We preach it so hard that it's almost to the point people ain't really hearing it. And if we were told to leave, a lot of us wouldn't leave. That's a fact. Because let me tell you something, the black migration is going to happen whether you see it coming or not. But I'm letting you know I'm down for it. I remember my brother said one day, I want to move to Africa. And now I don't blame him. I want to go too. Even though I ain't never been there a day in my life, I want to move to Africa. I want to move me, my family to Africa. Why? America ain't shit now. And if you can tell by the policies of the White House, our government, they're changing. How would you like it if your daughter got shot by a police officer? How would you like it if what are you going to do? Just sit there and cry? That black man did not cry. He did what he thought was justice. I'm just saying. And when it gets to the point where there's no food on these shelves, because this is exactly what they're waiting for, my black people. They're waiting for us to crash out so they can declare martial law when it's much easier for us to just up and leave. Because without us black people, they won't have an economy. They won't even have a stock market after that. But you can sit here and act like, oh, it's all good here in America. No, it's not. And if it is, it's only with people that have money. And we only got a few minutes left because this internet key going in and out. And I hate it when I'm talking about something that's serious to my heart. Things ain't working out the way I want it to work out. But I hope and pray that black folks begin to wake up and see the fact that, yeah, we don't need to be here anymore. And many of them probably be thinking, how we gonna get there? Let me say this. Those of you that live in the hood, if you want to stay, that is at your own risk. And I'm gonna say it that way because a lot of people think in the hood, it's safer in the hood. It might be, but in the hood, you don't have F-15s that can actually bomb. You know what I'm saying? You don't have an aircraft carrier. You don't have a F-15 jet or F-14. Okay, you might have all the smaller weapons, but that's not even enough. Not even for one small hood. You know, people say we want a future for our children. The move, the move. Those of you too hood enough to move out of this country, okay, we get it. Stay, stay until God tell you there's no more fight here. And if you ignore God's warning, then hey, you have what's coming to you. Because those of you that ignore the warning of God, guess what? That would be your own judgment. But those that actually listen and actually participate in the migration back home, guess what? God bless you. And may the favor of God be with you. Am I black? Am I against all black people? No, I'm not. I'm against the ignorant ones that don't want change. I'm against the ones that said that they helping the black community, but they ain't gave us a dime. Don't get me wrong. Every man and woman and child should be able to work for his. But when it comes to the suffering of our own people, you know what I'm saying? Why should your people suffer all because you get rich? What are you really doing to help your black nation? What are you doing? What part are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Oh, we creating black excellence. Are we? Well, what about you going back to Africa too? Instead of acting black and bougie because you got money now. Now, I'm not being so judgmental to the point that I don't care about the fact that you got out the hood. My thing is, we don't want you acting like the colonizer. Is it worth it? Acting just like the government. Oh, you got to get it in the mud. You got to get it in the mud. I'm gonna let you know, those of you that do have money, you are still a nigga to these white folks that are above you. Yes, it has taken me a while to come to uh this part of my life to look at the differences. But ain't you tired? Like I love Michigan. Listen, that's where I'm from. I'm originally from Michigan. Okay. But now I live in Indiana. I didn't plan on living in Michigan all my motherfucking life. And I'm at this point, I don't even plan to live in Indiana all my fucking life. Does that make sense? So the way I feel about Africa now and seeing the beauty of coming together in Africa, they have started to band together as one nation. Why not? Why not join them? They are brothers and sisters, aren't we? We do call ourselves African American, right? Right. So, with that being said, and I truly believe it's something that we all need to think about, I believe it's time to go back to Africa, to be with our brothers and sisters, and let us as a people become the number one superpower of the world. Until next time, family. Peace and blessings. And I say this, I have this talk in love. I don't think I have any hatred in my heart for what I've said. I don't. I just feel like it's time for us as a people to go back to a place, whether we've been there or not, and help our brothers and sisters and become one nation under God. All right? Much love, peace, and happiness to all. Looking for something. There it goes. Until next time, y'all. I love you. And pass this around. Like, comment, and share. Blessings.
Dealing with the irregular bullshit. Still hearing this motherfucker speak nonsense. What are we to do? Just sit and lose? Just go to the polls and still lose? Who's winning here? The billionaires. I'm just a nobody from nowhere. Tax after tax, people still scared. Can you think for yourself with no fear? Most evidence of being real. Got niggas out here still carrying the steel. Possibilities are so endless from my scope. Keep your head up and some high hope. Is it Bush fault or Obama's nigga? Did Bin Laden die for real, nigga? Is it Republican or Democrat? Just like that fucked up show called Cats. I'm angry, you angry. The hate you gave fucks everybody. Lobbying in the lobby, make it sloppy. Fucking yo bitch, and she call me Pop. What is the lesson for real, nigga? No representation without tax, nigga. Fuck you, pay me, give it for free. Money is the game of monopoly. Building up the wealth for the family tree. But you Democrat and you want it for free. Listen to the leaders of the new school. Familiar filth cat and Mark too. Politicking of issues like cashews. We're the real news on the avenues. Listen to the leaders of the new school. Familiar filth cat and Mark too. Politicking of issues like cashews. We're the real news on the avenues.
Now they socialists, so they want it from me. Fucking hopeless, like a fucking degree from an HBCU and Negro studies. Now you unemployed because of stupidity. What can you do? Cry and boo-hoo, feeling Trump intelligence over compensation for irrelevance. Wanna live rich, but your mind is derelict. Your conceptualized concepts of constant nonsense sound stupid and useless and show incompetence. Foolish fuck show pure incontinence. Shitting yourself whenever Trump is popping in. That's money talking to dummies walking. So it don't make sense, cause you coons is fucking dense. White ones too, rap God, these words smite you fools. And you don't deserve to win, so you pussies lose. Listening to dissonance and rap tunes. Strong voices for bad choices you choose. White privilege ain't real, I can't see it. Trans people are ill, cause I'm proud of my penis. Lesbians claim feminism, cause they was never gonna be wise. So they advocate fucking little girls and wanna watch boys' demise. You should be happy that I'm telling you what's on my mind. Now go to SoundCloud, type in Filth Cat, get the fuck up out my face and go show some motherfucking pride.
Listen to the leaders of the new school. Familiar filth cat and Mark too. Politicking of issues issues like cashews.